Morning guys, this is Deb living my red shoe life here on the farm today. It has been raining and just miserable weather for the last couple days, and I've tried to get out here and do some stuff, and finally I think the weather has broken for just a minute, so I ran out real quick and tried to feed the sheep. And everywhere you step your shoes are sinking in about 4 or 5 inches in mud. So yeah, I saw a meme that said, check on your farm friends, they're not all right. And it was a picture of some guy head first down in a bunch of mud. So that's exactly what it's like here today. It is still very cold. I'm going to plug in the heat lamps in a minute, and because it's going to drop down real cold tonight. But in the meantime, I have some wool projects that I'm working on in the house. I'm trying to felt something for a contest I'm going to. It's like a fiber arts and craft weekend, and they wanted me to put in some sort of an exhibit. It's coming out okay, we'll see. I don't know if it's prize material, but and then I tried to felt a 100% lamb's wool sweater vest I got at the Goodwill. It was just a project that I'm trying to work on at my work with some ladies to felt a purse and do it from a sweater. Well, I got this 100% lamb's wool thing, and I have put it through the hot rinse like 3 times and 40 minutes in high heat in the dryer, and it looks exactly the same way as when I put it in. So I'm thinking that possibly the folks who put that label on that sweater were fibbing a little bit about the 100% lamb's wool. But if you have any thoughts on that, just let me know in the comments below. So this afternoon I've got to finish my speech because I'm really excited, and you'll see a video about it tomorrow. I am going to be the mature panelist on at a women's empowerment weekend at the Pink Palace. It's a really big honor to be asked to do this, and I'm going to be speaking about how to live your optimum life. That is something I talk a lot about on this channel, me living my optimum life and trying to show you some ways to pack it all in, big adventure, things like that. I'll let you know how it goes. I certainly am not shy, and they're giving me a limited time to talk, and so that's dangerous. But all right, just a short video today. I hope you enjoy pictures of the sheep. See you soon. Hey, check this area out. It's the side yard of my house, and this is what I'm thinking about today. It's a little too early in the season to be planting anything, but you know, a gardener can only dream. I am going to be putting some totally shade plants. As you can see, it is totally shade, but the pathway right here are the 100-year-old floorboards from our old living room. The kind of goes all the way out here. It goes the whole way of the path, which is pretty cool, and I think I'll put some sort of bricks or something at the end so it matches the rest of the house. But over here, oh look, gnome down, gnome down! But that is actually the gnome from my husband's family's home, and we inherited that at some point 20 years ago. But as you can see, I've been a couple of years in a row I've been putting ferns out here, and there's a whole bunch of them, and but this time I want to go with some hostas. It's kind of cold out here, so I'm thinking maybe a wind chime and a bench and maybe a bird feeder, something over here in this area. There's a couple of azaleas, and that's about it. So I've been looking in the catalog at some of the shade plants, and we'll see, and you guys will come along with me as this progresses. All right, on to feeding the sheep. I'm sure you can hear them. This is one of my most favorite places in the yard. It's under this giant empress tree, and in the summer when it's really hot, it still stays really cool and shady under here. Looks like I'm going to have to redo the chairs. This is the time of the year you just start thinking about all the stuff you have to do. Are you guys mad? Are you mad? The rooster's mad. We're not going to have any fun today if y'all going to be grump heads. Alright, so I'm inside the barn. I hate it in here because I'm sure there's more stuff in here besides just me. But I got a delivery of another 20 bales of hay coming in a few days, as long as the weather holds up. Last year we got caught unawares and there was a hay shortage, so I am determined to keep the barn full of hay this year. Yeah, I've got my wool in here and some other stuff, so I've always thought this might be my she shed, you know, something like that someday, but it's just an old pole barn, and we'll see. Another project. Here they come. I better close the door. You coming? That's Crumpet and Andrew and Agnes. Andrew and Agnes are Southdown baby doll sheep, and Crumpet is a Shetland. And that over there, that's Penelope. Hey, bud. How you doing? Oh no, you're not very hungry, are you? Because you're spoiled rotten. That's what it is. Spoiled rotten. Hey, Penelope. Hello. Good morning. These guys, they're getting all excited. They think they're getting in the barn. No way. You've got hay right there. All right, let's go check out what everybody else is doing. Hey guys, I'm going to make a mad dash down to the sheep shack and put them away for the night before it starts raining again. I thought it had stopped raining. Gosh, I'm wrong. I'm going to get soaked. We had a terrible storm here last night. I think I said that earlier in the video, but I hadn't been out to the backyard. Man, this is a mess. But the sheep, I think they're shrunk up from being so wet. It has been raining here, I swear, since Christmas, and I kept waiting for a day where I could come out here and get some wool out of the barn, and it just gets worse and worse. Check out this mud. So this is probably up over the top of my shoes, and gonna try and open the gate here one-handed. Doubt that's gonna work. Nah, well, maybe. Hold on. Okay, so I am up here where we actually have electricity, and I'm gonna plug in the heat lamps for the chickens, because even though it's not freezing out here, it is wet. They're inside their little coop, but I wouldn't want to be out here. I don't know, can you guys see? Next door, my neighbor has greens. I'm from New York. What the heck is a green? They try to explain it to me every year. I don't know why they get so excited about it, but there they are, and they have plenty of it. I know my sheep are always eyeballing their farm. What's wrong with you, Mom? Can't you make us some greens? But I know the folks down here are crazy over them, and maybe someday you guys will teach me what the heck to do with a green. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this episode up. I am freezing, and I've been running in and out of the house trying to get things done, so I just was going back and looking at the beginning part of this video, and I thought of something I just wanted to share with you before the end of this day. Earlier we were talking, I showed you a picture of that silly gnome that was laying down in the garden over there, and yeah, we've had it about 20 years, and we've dragged it to everywhere we've lived, and we've put it in the garden. I really don't like it. It's this plastic gnome, but it belongs to, it, you know, had belonged to my husband's mother. But the funny story was, years ago, when we lived in another house, we used to have this porch, and this stupid gnome was on the porch, and it was a very ritzy neighborhood, and you know, who would have thought? And so one day I came home, and the gnome was gone, and I was pissed. I was like, who came up on this porch and took this gnome? I was so mad, and I called my friend Kim, and I complained. I was like, what the hell? You know, who took my gnome, and what is happening, and how dare they, and come up on here and take my property? And oh, I just went on and on. And then I got sad about it. Oh my gosh, this belonged to my husband's mother who has passed away, and we can never replace it. And I just went on, and I was just telling her about all this stuff. And so, it passed, and I stopped talking about it for a while. And then that Christmas, she and her husband come in, and they hand me this envelope, and in it was pictures of their family with the stupid gnome on all of their vacations. It was in their car. They had it on a surfboard. They took it everywhere with them for like an entire year. They had pictures of this gnome with girls in bikinis and in burger places with plates of food. I mean, it was absolutely hysterical. And she says, oh my gosh, you were so upset. You almost ruined the whole thing. And, she goes, you just carried on so bad about the stupid gnome. We were just almost thinking that we should have gave it back to you, just to put you out of your misery. But, in the end, it was, the joke was on me. It was really funny. And I did think it was really funny. And the point of this story is, which really is not that great of a point, but my friend Kim, she's gone. She's not around anymore. It was just recently her birthday in December, and I was thinking about her. She's been gone for some time now. But it all came back when I was looking at that gnome, and just, we talked about living your optimum life, and be sure, as you're going through your life, that you make some good friends, and you have some really funny stories to talk about. Because that surely was one, and I think I'll have to go over there right now and stand that gnome back up, because it doesn't even stand up by itself. I'll prop it up with something. So just in honor of Kim's birthday. So, all right, that's it for today, and tomorrow I'll be showing you a video about that fiber project and my speech over at the Pink Palace. So until then, get out there and wear those red shoes proud.